Hey, Leif, I wanted to leave you some feedback on SE4, the critical analysis. Um, I think that there are some interesting points in this essay. In general, some of the ideas that Baraksma is exploring are apparent in your paragraphs. Um, what's really missing from this essay is evidence. So you make some fine claims in your body paragraphs, uh, but we really don't have any evidence from the essay to support that idea. And in a source supported essay, that's something that you have to have, right? And so going through this paragraph, just as an example, he learns the value of a dollar and the value of an hour. He is able to understand the real world. He understands what he does for summer. Does for a summer is what many do for a living. This makes him feel a sense of guilt. He understands the difference between he and the rest of and the rest is a college degree. All fine claims to make, but there's no evidence to support those ideas. And so, yeah, that's one of the biggest things that is holding you back in this essay is that lack of evidence. I think the thesis too. I think it's almost there, but I think that you haven't fully explained the ideas or how you arrived at your conclusion. So you say this article is centralized around appreciation and motivation. It shows how the true appreciation, make sure that you edit for spelling, comes from the realization of the possible depths one can sink to, and motivation is the product of time spent suffering. That's a little wordy, and I'm really not sure how you came to that conclusion, because it's almost like you've drifted away from anything about the author or the concrete setting or the concrete context of the article, which is the author learned specific lessons, right, while working in a factory during his summer vacation away from college. And so I feel like what's missing from these really wordy sentences here is the idea of lessons, the college degree, factory work, education, middle class versus working class cultures, right? And I think that the idea of appreciation and motivation could be useful, but we kind of have to understand what those things are referencing. And so I think there's a possibility for the idea here in your thesis. It's just not quite there yet. It's a little too abstract. It's a little too broad, without that clear connection. And like I said before, I think some of the claims are good, but they're all falling flat because you don't have the evidence to support it. And that's really what you need to do to make a source supported essay work. So I think it could get there. But without that evidence, right? The claims will fall flat. You also need to make sure that you include a works cited page in a source supported essay, and essay titles are in quotes. All right. Well, thank you so much.